Apparently, this is the most dangerous trampoline park in this city. Some of the reviews even claim it's full of unsafe equipment, hazards, and serious risks. So today, I'm gonna be exposing it to see if that's actually true. But first, before we go in, let's read some reviews to see what I'm getting myself into. Starting with the first review, we have Sissy Mary, and she said, if I can give this place 0 stars, I would. After entering, my kids were jumping, and I noticed on a lot of jump areas, metal springs were exposed on 4 of the jump areas. Wow. Yeah, I'm no genius, but that definitely sounds dangerous. She also mentioned, this is extremely dangerous. Kids can injure themselves bad. Feet can get twisted and break their legs and ankles. No, that's horrible. That's just, we should not be, no. Next review, we have Jose Vargas. I don't really know the name. Dude, I'm so bad with names. But anyways, he or she said, trampolines are worn down, holes on the trampolines, which is extremely dangerous. Personally, I'm not trying to fall through any trampolines. Yeah, that would suck. The last review for now is by Caitlin Milligan. I think I said that name right. I felt pretty good about that. She said, this place was a mess. So many dangerous crevices for kids to fall in and get seriously injured. I've been to other trampoline parks and this one was least impressive by far. Let's talk about the thing that I saw multiple kids get trapped under, including my own child. Wow. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Just by reading these reviews, these are probably the worst reviews I've ever read at any trampoline park. Guaranteed. But I'm ready to give this a test and see if this is actually true. Let's go. My goal for this video is to test all the reviews to see if they're actually true, test and rate everything in the park to see if it's any good, and most importantly, expose all the possible dangers that lie ahead. I walked in and easily had one of the best employee interactions I think I've ever had. They let me and my friends in for free, and all we had to do was pay for socks, which came out to be $34.73 for 8 pairs of socks, which honestly is the best price you'll get at any trampoline park, so I rate the price 4.5 stars. Now that I'm ready to test the park, I'm first gonna take a look around to see what this place has to offer. An airbag, obstacle course thingy, trampolines, dodgeball arena, a foam pit with 2 big orange things, and a swing. I cannot wait to go on this thing. Well, I'm already on it, but you know what I mean. A ninja course. They even have Fortnite. I mean, just look at this. This is insane. Like, dude, that's literally Tilted Towers. A 3rd foam pit with a trampoline and also a pretty cool ledge you can jump off of too. Wow. A 4th foam pit, which honestly, it looks like it has no purpose, just to jump in it. A super trampoline. I don't even know what this thing is, to be honest with you. I really don't. Well, I'll still try it later. Now that we got that out the way, it's time to move on to testing and rating everything. Starting with the trampolines. And honestly, once I started doing flips on them, I wasn't too impressed by the quality of these things. However, I was still able to pull off some pretty crazy flips. But just when I finished having fun doing some flips, I ran into not only 1, but 2 jump areas with exposed springs. This is definitely a little sketchy, and it's definitely possible that someone could get their leg stuck. I would say this is probably the most dangerous part of the park so far. So with that being said, yeah, Victoria's review, you know, it's slightly true, but I wouldn't over-exaggerate it. This isn't hard to avoid. So given our recent discoveries, my rating for the trampoline is gonna be 3.5 stars. The next thing that caught my attention was this ninja course area, and the first thing I noticed is how worn out some of their equipment is, but that did not stop me from completing the ultimate parkour jump challenge. Wait, can I make that jump? Oh! I'm fine. We were close though. I gotta get that. Parkour! Considering safety, I don't think anyone should use this area like how I do unless they're a professional, but I personally had a lot of fun on this, so I'm gonna rate it 4 stars. The next thing we're investigating is the airbag. Now, according to Caitlin, this is the attraction that a bunch of kids were getting stuck in the crevices and apparently stuck under. You know, for me, not that bad, but toddlers, that could be quite dangerous. Another concerning fact is that the ceiling is literally right there. I honestly couldn't imagine someone like Shaquille O'Neal himself jumping from here. Bro would probably have to duck. But anyways, here goes nothing. 3, 2, 1. Oh! That was pretty sick. I have been on higher ones, but that was still really fun. Final rating for the airbag, I'll give it like 2.5 stars. Honestly, so far, I'm having a blast. There's a couple of things that are scuffed, definitely. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and read another review to see what other people have to say about this place. The next review is by Incredible Edible. The most ghetto establishment. Shut this place down. If you don't believe me, go there. Even music selection is bad. Sheesh. Wow, Incredible Edible, that was quite the review. I'm hearing bangers on the playlist right now. There's nothing but vibes so far. So with that being said, let's move on to the next attraction. Next, we're gonna investigate these 2 big orange balls. And at first, I really didn't know what to do on these things, but then I came up with a really cool flip challenge I wanted to try. I'm gonna go straight to the orange ball, do a flip onto the orange ball, and then do a double flip off that orange ball. Are you ready?
Oh, that was really close. Holy cow. That was also really fun. I'm not gonna lie.
The next thing I wanted to investigate was the rope swing, which is one of my personal favorites. But it was closed because they had no employee supervising the attraction.
I think we should go get an employee.
So I did exactly that, only to find out this.
Is it possible to do the swing in the back?
Unfortunately, it's closed.
Okay.
We're waiting on maintenance to come and fix it. There's a break in the ball.
Gotcha. Roger that. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we won't be able to try the rope swing, but at least they closed it so no one can get hurt. Also, shout out to that employee because she's literally been the best. However, the rope swing was still closed, so my rating for this area is 2 stars. We still have a little more investigating to do, but for now, we're gonna move on to the next review to gather some more information. Blake Rutland said, I liked it, but definitely would not recommend anyone over 18 to go here. I understand kids want to have fun, but it's very dangerous when they run in front of you when you're trying to do tricks or something. I'm pretty sure this guy's talking about me. I'm not gonna cap. So according to Blake, it's people like me who bring the danger here, which technically is a pretty valid point. However, we still have more possible dangers to expose for ourselves. So the next thing we're testing and rating is the ninja course.
All right, the next course of action, pun intended.
There's really not much here, but I think there's just enough. Now, I do see one scuff thing that does concern me about my safety, and it's the fact that this thing is like completely deflated. I'm not sure how that's gonna affect me in any way, shape, or form, but I guess let's try it.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh no, the deflated ones. Oh. That is so not safe. Oh. Parkour. I hate these. I felt like that was like way below 2 minutes. Dude, that was fast.
I wasn't sure how that deflated obstacle was actually gonna affect me, but it really wasn't that much. Maybe a toddler, it probably would have definitely had a more detrimental experience than me, I would assume. But honestly, I still had fun on this ninja course. I think I'm gonna give this ninja course a solid 3 stars. I thought I was here to expose the most dangerous trampoline park, but because of this next review, I also found out it's possibly the grossest. For the next review, we have Rob Will. That honestly, it doesn't sound like a real name. That sounds AI generated. All right, anyways, Rob Will said, this place was very hot. Smell of feet, vomit, and feces. What? The box pit, very unsanitary. The trampolines felt and looked unstable. Would not recommend going here. Brother was being quite harsh. Now, I will say, very hot, maybe. Smell of feet, I'm not gonna lie, it did smell kind of fresh when I walked in. The only thing that really smelled kind of bad was the foam pit. That's pretty much the only thing. I'm really trying to defend this place, but these reviews are making it very hard. However, what I can say is I still haven't fully experienced the park yet, so let's investigate and test the rest of the attractions before I give any overall review and rating. All right, the next attraction we're gonna be testing and rating is gonna be the foam pit. I'm gonna try both the trampoline into the foam pit and this ledge into the foam pit, see if this is dangerous or not. And there's no better way to test this area but do some of the craziest flips that I can do. Whoa! Oh, dude, I just hit the ground. That is not safe. I don't even know if there's a trampoline under here. It felt like something solid. Wait, I gotta get to the bottom of this, literally. Okay, confirm, there is a trampoline. I don't know, it just felt like I hit something very hard. Whoa. Not exaggerating, I literally just ate foam pit. Oh my gosh. After testing the foam pit, I decided to investigate a little more, and then I found this. We found a sock. I honestly don't really know what to say about this. I would say this is definitely in need of an update. But other than that, this ramp is sick. I'm gonna rate this entire part of the park 4 stars. The next thing we're investigating is the basketball area. And for a while, I was balding like an absolute menace until I ran into this. This is clearly really sketchy and also really dangerous. So with that being said, my rating for the basketball area is 2 stars. So far, my experience has been pretty chill. We're not quite done yet. There's a couple of things we have to test and rate. So let's go ahead and read the last review that we have. Madam JC. Is that French? Madam? All right, never mind. Anyways, she said, please, there's one of those trampolines not safety for kids. My son had a bad experience today jumping. That's unfortunate. Now I actually do have an idea of what trampoline they're talking about. So let's go. I am 99% positive this is the exact trampoline that Madame JC was talking about. Here's why, because this is probably some of the highest performance trampolines literally ever known to man. Watch how bouncy they are. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna hit the ceiling. I'm actually terrified. Any toddler jumps on this thing, there is a 99% chance they're getting catapulted off. It's just way too bouncy for anyone, to be honest. Now it's time to test and rate this thing. Whoa! Oh! Personally, I think this trampoline is insanely fun, but it is important to be careful on it because it's really bouncy. So with that being said, I'm gonna rate this trampoline 5 stars. The last and final thing I'm investigating are the mini games, which is basically a full-on workout. And the only danger I'm concerned about is me pulling a muscle. I mean, look how intense this is. I rate the mini games 3 stars. Now, technically, we did expose a few minor hazards at this park, and honestly, I wouldn't go as far as calling this park the most dangerous, but based on other people's experiences, it certainly looks that way. However, I genuinely think just with a few improvements, this could be a really awesome park. So with that being said, my overall rating for this trampoline park is gonna be 3 stars.